Welcome to the Forza Barça podcast. This is your host Shubham. I have with me Aniket joining in from Canada. And Aniket, campeones, finally campeones. Oe, oe, oe. Barça beat Espanyol 4-2 on the away turf, leaving Espanyol very close to relegation lines, celebrating on their pitch. What a feeling! Barcelona clinched their 27th and, mind you, possibly 28th La Liga title. Campeones, campeones. Ole, ole, ole. Aniket, man, I want your opinions on how you're feeling right now.
Oh, I'm feeling amazing today actually. It would be our 27th La Liga title, and as you said, could be 28th. We are not sure. We will wait for the authorities to specify which one that would be. But the wait was quite long for this La Liga. I'm so sorry about that. The Champions League is still so long, but it's been 4 years that we did not win La Liga. In past seasons, we used to win it every season, but this one after 4 years, I mean, I have no words to describe how ecstatic, how happy I am today. Uh, a nice game today with Espanyol, especially on away pitch, RCED Stadium. It was full with Espanyol fans. I could not even see a single, not exactly a single. That would be an exaggeration,
No,
but
it was not allowed. No Barcelona
no
fan was
Barca
allowed to.
fans were allowed. So
Yeah,
I actually did not see any Barcelona fans
yeah,
today.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
was saying. Like, I did not actually see, but I thought it would be an exaggeration.
No, no,
But
no. There
with
was no
no
Barcelona fan
Barcelona
allowed.
fans allowed,
Hmm.
man, that was a great play from a great team. And really feeling happy today, man. I would also want your reaction, Shubham, on this. How are you feeling today?
To be honest, it started with a bit of numbness, and this is what we discussed exactly after the game ended. I was feeling like, okay, we have won it, but why am I not feeling this? But with time, having to look at that Laporta's reaction entering the dressing room with
Yeah.
champagne flowing and dancing on Campeones, and then it's a great feeling, to be honest. And the way we look back at Xavi, when Barca were ninth in the La Liga standings in November back in 21, when Xavi was brought upon, by
Mhm.
Laporta. He was not supposed to be his first choice to become the manager
Mm.
of um, of FC Barcelona after the sacking of our legend Koeman. It was his last 18 months have been nothing but full of drama, injuries, financial distress, Negreira controversy, captains, like possibly if the captains will renew, of
Mm.
course, the aftermath of Messi leaving, we are still feeling it. Consecutive
Mm.
knockouts from Champions League, and you name it, Aniket, there's a list of issues that Barcelona have been having and Xavi has been having.
Yeah.
But in 18 months, he has completely transformed the team, especially or at least in La Liga. And as you mentioned, possibly 28th title. Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good start, and let us get back to the to the analysis of the game.
So let us just dive into the lineups as of now, and we will do the analysis later. As usual, nothing new from Xavi. I would say he started with Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Gavi in the attacking field. Frankie De Jong, Busquets, Pedri were the midfielders. Balde, Christensen, Araujo, and Kunde were in the defensive line, and Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, our solid goalkeeper, standing like a wall, uh, keeping our goals for today.
Yeah,
It was actually it was actually good to see Ter Stegen in today's match. I am quite happy about his performance today. Uh, Not just today, in this whole season, he has been exceptionally good. we'll discuss that in the later half. But Shubham, I'll take
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
let you take from here.
first thing I was kind of happy, after reading this or basically seeing this lineup because it is exactly what we predicted in the last week's episode. So 11 on 11 or 10 on 10, whatever. Uh,
That does not usually happen, eh?
that does not usually happen, especially with Chavi, because we have been struggling quite a lot, and that's the reason we actually had dropped this segment in in last 6 months. There is no point in predicting lineups, and we even went on to predict what Chavi might go on and what we would like to have the lineup for. So a great feeling. And Aniket, as you mentioned, Ter Stegen has been amazing, and we'll discuss about the goal of the season. Sorry, the player of the season. My bad. And of course, Ter Stegen will be one of the solutions or one of the
Yeah,
persons that needs the
yeah,
mention. But the first goal, Aniket, was such a great goal by Lewandowski. But moreover, the 11th minute, our youngster Alejandro Balde, who must be given this golden boy or that award. What a play! What a dribble from
mm,
the left hand side, and he has completely, let's say, replaced Jordi Alba, which is quite difficult, because Jordi Alba has been suffering since like a couple of, let's say, more than 3-4 seasons. And it's of course like we have been looking at the aftermath of Dani Alves. In every right back we look in next Dani Alves, but Alejandro Balde has perfectly replaced Jordi Alba, and what a ball from him, and what a just I mean basically Lewandowski just had to tap the ball in to
mm.
to score his 20th goal of the season, leading in the Pichichi race this season, his first La Liga, and brilliant goal.
Yeah. Actually, just to mention one thing, I started the match at around 15 or 17th minute. I did not see the first goal, but in the replay, in the highlights, I mean, I could imagine how Balde would have given that ball to Lewandowski and how he scored. Absolutely fabulous. Talking of Balde, he was the one who scored the second goal of the match. It was Pedri who just gave that cross inside to Balde, and an exceptional goal. I could see, as you said, we have been searching for Dani Alves since a long period of time. At first, it was Nelson Semedo. You said that I could see a hint of Dani Alves in him. Then I saw some hint of Dani Alves in Serginho Dest as well, but none of them could take his place. But
Though there were more, Aniket. The I forgot there was a Senegalese player who we had bought after 2018 World Cup. He bit the dust. Then there was Palencia, a youngster who I think played for Barcelona B, bit the dust. So and still we don't have any solution. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
Kunde can play there. Yeah, Araujo can, let's say, pickpocket or pocket Vinicius Junior in Real against Real Madrid. But we don't have a
they are
full
not the
Dani Alves.
originals. Yeah, exactly. They are
Yeah.
not the originals on that place, but they are performing well under Xavi on that place. Probably he would have explained them the role in such a manner that they could have understood it perfectly fine. I'm not sure what is happening on that position,
Hmm.
but the aggression, but the understanding of football which Dani Alves had, I think these players lack that kind of understanding and they need to be taught. Wherein Danny Alves was a complete package when he was at his prime. But let's talk about Balde, man. I don't want to
Yeah.
take his limelight here because this youngster, he is going to be an
Yeah.
explosion for Barcelona in
Yeah.
future. That is for sure.
Indeed. Aniket, just to mention, I saw that our guest Dwarka Prasad has joined our stream. So let us welcome him. Uh, Hello,
Thank
Dwarka
you.
Prasad.
Thank you. Hello,
My
Shubham. Hello,
apologies
Aniket.
if I didn't see you for some time in the stream. I just looked at the stream and I saw you. So my apologies if I didn't add
No,
you
no,
to the stream.
I was just setting my camera.
Okay, okay. So Dwarka Prasad, welcome to the Pausa Vasa podcast, and it's quite late in India, so we presume that
Yes,
you
it's
were.
almost 4:17 p.m.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yes.
But this is what this is what Barcelona and the love for the club brings out in every single cue. Still being awake till 4 in the
Definitely.
morning. Just craving a league after 4 years. Parka Prasad, what are your feelings? It's a great feeling, isn't it?
Man, it's a very much. I'm very happy, man. Just it's a like after nearly after 3 years, and we didn't celebrate any big trophy
Mm.
like Super Copa de España and
Yeah.
Copa del Rey are domestic titles. So having winning La Liga is at least you can say that winning Europa and winning La Liga is same for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yes,
we can do
like
that.
So.
We can do that
Hmm.
comparison.
yes,
That's for sure.
yes. And as of now, actually, I was a bit tired yesterday, but still tried to keep myself awake for the game. And even I streamed on YouTube. I did live stream, but I just wanted to sleep, and I just got a message of I think Shubham or
Yeah.
Aniket.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't know
It was
Aniket.
me. It was me. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it was Shubham. So we are doing live.
perfect.
So I thought just let's do it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining in.
Yeah. We won't take a lot of your time. So as soon as you feel that you are sleepy, you can just
No, no,
drop. Drop out. No
actually,
problem.
yes, it's no issue.
Yeah.
So,
So do you have any thoughts on the brilliant season that Balde has been having? A great player, isn't it?
yeah, before
Most
you joined
of
the stream, we were just talking about Balde and how he has grown as a player to be in Barcelona's playing position and replacing Jordi Alba in that position. So we were just talking about that. If you want to add something from your side,
yes, actually, Zavi, I think as usual, I will be criticizing Zavi in this topic also because Zavi has limited his role in he can dribble, he can run through opponent's defense, and he can all do all that things. But Zavi is not allowing him to take shots or take final touches.
Hmm.
hmm.
Like if you can understand my point.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, my English not that so good,
Oh man,
but
it's
No, no,
still,
not
you're doing
problem at all.
perfectly
It's
fine, man.
it's it's
yeah,
just it's
yes,
just an emotion that we have to
yes,
talk
yes.
today. Nothing else.
So the Balde is very talented and worthy of a Golden Boy award.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
apart from that, yes, and he's very versatile. He can play as a right back also, as a left back, left wing back, even left winger,
Hmm.
whatever the position you want to play him. Yes.
Yeah.
And we want to thank Mr. Koman for giving us Gavi, Petri, Balde, Ansu, and all.
Yeah. That's true.
And yes, and I think Zavi, I'm not hating Zavi or spreading hate towards Zavi, but the point is just put trust into the youngsters,
Hmm.
use the
Hmm.
youngsters more. Just Torre is on the bench whole season.
Yeah.
So now, yes, now he can use the KC, Torre, and Balde as a left winger, purely left winger, and yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's
actually,
true. And even I am surely the supporter of what you said right now because I am not a fan of Xavi's, let's say, practical mentality or I don't know,
yes,
conservative
exactly,
mentality.
exactly.
Whenever
hmm,
whenever he has to start, he will always. For example, one of the players I don't just get along is Marcos Alonso. I cannot understand the reason Xavi puts so much trust on Marcos Alonso when we have probably youngsters like Eric Garcia. I know Eric Garcia is one of the players who can make blunders and then which will directly concede into that goal. But even today we saw Marcos Alonso just was standing there, at the 92nd minute when we conceded that second goal from Espanyol.
hmm,
So Pablo Torre, I understand completely. I mean, he has been having good minutes whenever he had been given chances, and I just hope that he can play at least now because when the league has been won, I hope that Xavi
Yes,
can finally give him some minutes. And
hmm,
if this is gonna continue next season, the only sensible decision from Pablo Torre and the board of Barcelona is that Pablo Torre leaves to a club like Betis or Villarreal where he can get quality minutes,
yes,
and
yeah,
get
be in
some
the
game
setup.
time.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and true with Xavi, he's way too conservative. And yes, kudos to him for winning the title because it has been a tough job, a
Yes,
great job.
definitely.
But yeah, there has been decisions where I think all the fans were quite, let's say, disappointed or skeptical about.
Hmm.
And what I think about him is Xavi's his in-game changes or his tactical mindset is that we could have won the game against Inter definitely.
Hmm.
If he have used some of the youngsters, or actually Pablo Torre rejected Madrid just to come to Barca. So then, how can you just not use him?
Yeah,
Just I just wanted to see him at least. If you are giving him just 8 or 10 minutes per game, or any
yeah.
alternate game, or if
Even
you are
not
in
even 8 or 10 minutes,
winning
man. He was
yes,
getting like 2-3 minutes at the end of the game.
And
he
I
has
think so it was
not.
not even in alternate games.
Yeah,
It was
no,
like
no,
after 5 or 6 matches, he just
No,
yeah,
he
no,
was just
he
put on the
has
pitch.
not. He has not got the half of the minutes as the Ricky Puig was getting in Coman's tenure.
yeah. True, true,
Yeah,
true.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So,
Yeah, that's
what
true.
is the point keeping him in first team or on the bench? At least let him leave on loan, like Abde left on
Mm,
loan, or Nico Gonzalez. Nico is having a good time. Abde is having a great
yeah.
time with Osasuna, and he is scoring screamers. So
Yeah,
I just wanted to see him like do good, and if he's
Mm.
doing good in that club, then we can definitely use him, or we could have like figured out that if he can use him or not.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but for
especially
that,
for Pablo Torre, I feel when Pedri was injured, and we were having difficulties, especially
Exactly at that time, at
in
that
the
point.
in the field of creativity. The only aspect which was missing was creativity. We had a good defense, and of course Lewandowski was struggling up front because there was no creativity, there was no key passes, and
Yes, definitely.
we did not have Dembele. We only had like the whole creativity and attacking front was dependent on the Rafinha to try to dribble
Rafinha
that
only.
out, and Rafinha was. I mean, he has had a great first season. Kudos to him. Great
Yes.
stats as well. But what I feel about Rafinha is Rafinha has those stats, uh, but he doesn't play a good 90 minutes game. He is just good, like, let's say, 10 minutes in every 90 minutes game. So
Yes.
so for those remaining 80 minutes, you need something different, and that could have been Pablo Torre when Pedri was missing.
Yes.
So I
Then
completely agree with you in this aspect. Pablo Torre must have had got some minutes, but yeah, this is where we are.
yes, he got some minutes against, I don't know, I think against Girona or Getafe. I don't know the name of opponent, but when he got some minutes, he was not good on the ball. Like his confidence was a bit low,
Hmm.
and to get his confidence back, the Davis should give him some minutes. At least as of now, we have won the league and we are in very good position, and we don't have to prove anyone anything. The season is over. So I think Xavi should give chances to like Pablo Torre, Angel Alarcon as a number 9,
Hmm.
and Casado is also there in our B team.
Hmm.
And these are the names. But what I want is
Mm,
that use Chadi Riyad in the place of
Yeah,
Araujo, and Torre in the place of Pedri or
Pedri.
Gavi,
Yeah.
wherever you want to
Hmm.
use him. So that's the change I want.
Yeah.
And use Casey more
Yeah.
if you want to sell or loan him or keep him,
Yeah.
whatever happens in future. But I just want Xavi to use Torre more.
Hmm.
So what I think now Travis should do is replace the team, like complete switch over his gears, put on youngsters on the pitch, put on the players which you want to loan, which you want to sell on the pitch, so that they
Hmm.
could prove themselves and get a spot in
Yes,
their next endeavor in their future.
yes, yes.
So that's what he should do. Probably he would do that. He was just waiting
And
probably
He
for
will.
today.
I mean, we will discuss so much, and then in the next game we see Marcos Alonso captaining the Barcelona game. So
Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. I'm not against that.
hmm.
I mean, you could
For
see
me,
that one happening.
the perfect midfield is Busquets because it's his
Yeah,
last season, so we don't.
yeah.
I mean, it's a of course
I
for the
want him in
captain.
every. Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
for the
him every
captain, it's a
single
good
match for the
memory.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, like it will be
Yes.
nice for all the Barcelona fans to like look
Yes.
at his
Yes.
octopus legs for last 5 games, four
Yeah.
games, whatever are remaining. And also, even if he gets injured, it doesn't matter our next season. So practicality also needs to be looked at. I would
Yeah.
give Gavi. I wouldn't play Gavi now because Gavi. I think
Mm.
what Koeman did to Pedri in 2019 season,
Yeah.
Xavi has doing the same thing to Gavi. He has almost played every single minute which was possible to be played,
Yes.
and this could drain out his energy. And
Yeah.
this is what happened to Pedri, and the reason that his injuries have been relapsing every
Mm.
single season.
Mm.
I would rest Gavi 100 minutes now. I wouldn't play even like 100% of minutes. I wouldn't play Gavi even 1 minute. So for me, Kessie, Busquets, and Torre starts as my number,
Correct.
like my
Yes.
Yeah.
midfield, my preferred midfield.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
Even Gavi was used as a left winger also in
Yeah.
most of the games.
Mhm.
And what I want to tell is that if we are using Torre or KCA or any other youngsters, and if you want to sell or loan that youngster, that player to other teams, and
Mm.
if that player performs good or well in this remaining matches, then you can get a good amount from his loan or his sale, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
That yes, yes, that's my point.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
even I am of the opinion that he should play Kessie or Torre or even
Yes,
youngsters. Uh, Actually, you know what? I was thinking if Ansu Fati could start the games because he'll gain some confidence in the remaining games. I would also like to see Ferran Torres on the pitch so that we could either sell him or loan him to a different
yes,
team. Aston
uh,
Villa are
yes,
preferably
yes.
interested
There
in
was
him.
rumor about
Yeah, but I don't know.
45 million.
It was actually shot down by Matthew Alemani that he would not sign any of those players. But let's see how it goes.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll track
So
his
Matthew
life.
Alemani has joined Aston Villa.
Yeah.
He would be
Is it
joining
done?
Aston Villa at the end of the season. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay,
It's
okay.
done.
It's
Yeah.
not official, but it's done.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's not 100% official, but I think Xavi has already commented in one of the press conferences, and it was yeah. I guess.
I think
I guess
he's
it's
not getting
almost
well
done.
along with Matthew Alemani.
Yeah, those are the rumors. Those are the rumors, to
Mm,
be
No,
honest.
no, I think it's as per my thinking. I think it's true because Zabi needs his own system or his own like he has got his own medical team, his own sporting director like Jordi Cruyff, who can play as a even coach or sporting director or secretary, whatever the role.
Hmm.
And I think Matthew Alemani is like the person who trusts more in youngsters.
Hmm. Yeah.
And yes, and at that point there have been some issues, and Xavi will be paying price for it. What I
Yeah.
want to say is, if you are not going to keep Abde or Ansu or Torre or
mm.
any of the youngsters, then definitely you are going to pay price. Not in domestic titles or as fixtures in matches, or but in European competition, you'll be definitely see those changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. And I think Xavi's next season could be his last. I mean, at least his last
Yes,
chance.
I
So
Yeah,
agree.
if
at
he,
least his last chance if
yeah,
he do not perform.
yeah,
If we actually, I'm hoping that he could perform in Champions League, but if he
yeah.
could not do that,
For me, at least
it's
semi-finals
gone. Yeah,
is
yeah.
a realistic target, or has to
At
be the
least to
realistic
clear
target.
round of 16, that would be a realistic target for him the next season. We are not expecting him to win the Champions League in the
Mm.
next season,
Yeah.
but at
No,
least
if and
clearing off
also
that round
with
of.
with if in case Messi arrives, then
Oh yeah,
I
then
think,
we can hope to
yeah,
win.
the burden becomes even heavier.
Yeah,
And in that aspect,
Yes.
I think Xavi's next season could be his last.
yeah.
And especially, I don't know, I have been a great supporter of Xavi, and today I think is it's not a good day to diss on him. But with coaches like Nagelsmann available, I am kind of dubious, because I would
Uh,
really like to have that kind of energy at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, but okay, maybe today is not the not the best
Today
day.
not yeah today
Yeah,
let's
to
just
discuss that.
ignore Chavi and let's just celebrate today's win. I would want you guys to come back to the game again.
Yes.
So Shubham or Dwarka Prasad, do you guys want to discuss about the third goal Barcelona scored today?
Yeah, I mean
Actually, I
it was a
was
yeah. Darka, go ahead.
no, no. Actually, you just actually I was streaming on YouTube, so I didn't notice
Okay.
that goal.
The third goal came on 40th minute, just for the listeners, and it was a good dribble from Rafinha, and it was almost, it seemed like it's gonna be an offside for Lewandowski,
Yeah.
but Lewandowski maintained his position
Ah,
perfectly,
yes, I
and a
remember.
great through ball from wrong side, or like right footed, uh kind of a pass from Rafinha to
Yeah.
Lewandowski, and what a goal. It was a brilliant goal, and 3-0. The game was almost finished, 40 minutes, and there was such a funny incident which happened in the stadium. I think
After
many
the
of the
game, yeah.
fans started leaving, and the commentator mentioned, like, okay, many of the fans have started leaving. Don't know if they have started leaving the game in general, or they are looking for a sandwich because it's gonna be a halftime soon. So I hope those fans got their sandwiches, and they came back to the game to witness the fourth goal, which was also amazing. And Aniket, you can go ahead with that goal.
Yeah. So I was going to say one thing, but I just forgot about it. So let's just go to the fourth goal right away. Fourth goal actually it came in the 53rd minute, right after the halftime. I mean, seeing Frankie De Jong there and that too on the ball, and he was just thinking, like he did not pass the ball for like a second or so. He was just thinking something. But when I saw that ball to Kunde, I mean, I was mesmerized. Like how this guy thought that, how that guy knew that Kunde was going to be there to receive that ball. I mean,
Yeah,
amazing shot, amazing. Sorry, ball from Frankie De Jong and an amazing shot from Kunde.
yeah,
I mean, that one was a difficult one because he just had like a feet or a half, 1.5 feet of space for the ball to go in that net, and he perfectly netted it in.
yeah.
Amazing shot, world class shot from Kunde. And I mean, I could not praise Frankie De Jong more than this for this amazing ball to Kunde.
Yeah, but just I would like to mention that the second goal and the fourth goal shouldn't have had happened, because that was a defensive blunder in both the aspects.
Yeah,
The second goal was Balde's goal. It was a cross from Pedri, as you mentioned,
Pedri.
Aniket.
Yep.
So
Yes.
it should have been an easy block by the defender. So
Yeah.
I think Espanyol's dreadful form since, like, last 7 games also helped Barcelona to get that clinch over Espanyol. But yeah, kudos to Kunde for sure.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
then next question, I have for both of you. So maybe Dwaka Prasad, you can go ahead with the for the first time, and then Aniket, you can follow up. So
Yeah.
this season, if I give you three options, Araujo, Lewandowski, and Ter Stegen, who is your player of the season?
Test again.
Okay. And
Without test again, we would have not won this league.
that's true.
Definitely not. Definitely. At least you can see that at least there are 7 to I think 8 to 10 matches which we have won only 1-0 by the
Mm,
scoreline of 1-0.
mm,
Mm.
And just imagine without Ter Stegen and his clutch performances in those matches, then we would have, at least we would have not drawn, but also we would have lost also in
yeah,
those games.
yeah,
Aniket.
I completely agree with you. For sure, 100% it is going to be Ter Stegen. But uh, on the contrary, I want to praise the whole defensive unit the Barcelona is playing this
Yes.
yeah,
season. I
Yes.
mean, Araujo has been amazing in his position, what he's doing. Kunde, you cannot ignore his efforts. Even Christensen, when he's on the pitch, you cannot ignore him. Balde has been amazing the whole season, not just couple of matches. Um, in some matches, Alba was good because in the last to last match, probably he scored one goal.
yeah,
Even he
Yes.
did his part. So I'm not even letting him out
In
of
the
the team.
last
That
game, actually, against Osasuna, I think he
in
Last
the
game.
scored
last
at
game, right? Yeah,
83rd minute. Yeah.
yeah. So in the last game, he scored that goal. And yeah, man, the whole defensive unit needs to be praised. Even for
Yes.
all those 1-0s, it
Yeah.
was Araujo who were tackling most of the players. Even before reaching the ball to Mark Ante Tostig, and it was Araujo who was standing there as a wall. So I would
Mm.
praise whole of the defensive unit, and not just Toastegen, but of course for his clean sheets and for his 1-0 saves, Toastegen would be man of the season for me. Shubham, your
Yeah.
opinions on
Yeah,
this?
same for me, same for me, and it's not even close. The
Yeah.
difference between the first or the player of the season and the second player who will follow Ter Stegen. The difference is not even close. It's such a huge difference, and for me, second is has to be Araujo,
Hmm.
because I mean, yes, Lewandowski has been quite good, but he has been quite dreadful as well, especially since the World Cup. So we needed him most in against Bayern Munich and on that at that Allianz Arena game. Then we needed him in the knockout. Let's say the second fixture of Copa del Rey against
Yeah. Yes.
Madrid. So we needed him in those big games, but I felt I don't know, it was nervousness, or maybe there was like a lack of creativity, or he just had bad days. But Ter Stegen had very few bad days, like just very
Yes.
few.
Hmm.
And
Especially in this season.
yeah, I mean, in league he was like a spirited kind of an animal. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
completely.
I mean,
uh
we have been talking about this a lot, Shubham, but I want to mention it again today, that the Toastegen which we used to see in the past, 3 to 4 years ago, I think he is coming back, and I
no, I
hope he
think
does.
Definitely.
for me this Ter Stegen is the best that he has ever been.
No, no, no. I
Yes.
still feel, I still
No,
feel
no,
it
no,
was the one which we saw in the past. That was the
no, no,
best
no.
because he was invincible then, man.
No, no, no. For me, this season, Ter Stegen has been the best.
Yes, because I agree with Shubham. Because our attack or our midfield is not that so good in this season, and sometimes
Mm.
our defense is also because we are struggling in that right back position, and sometimes
Yeah.
Conte is playing in the yeah, playing there, or sometimes Araujo is there, and we have to press Araujo and Kunde, even if it's not their original natural position, and
Mhm.
still they are doing very good that position.
Hmm.
Yeah. So for
Yeah.
this season, I would also like to praise one more guy which we left out of this conversation. It would be Xavi's brother, Oscar Hernandez, because he is in charge of Barcelona's defensive coaching. So if we
Okay.
leave this guy, then it would be like, I don't know what to say, because he did his work perfectly and we could see the results. It has been 1-0 at least 5 or 6 games. It has been 1-0, right? If I'm
More
not
than
wrong,
6 games, I think.
more
I
than
think
six
more
games
than
were one
yes,
zeros. And if I know Barcelona's history from last 10 years, if we score one goal, we do not win the game. At the end of the game, by let it be any reason, we just concede a goal. But in this season, we have that lead and we maintain that lead throughout the 90 minutes.
yes,
So I must give the credits where they are due, and we all should. And let's give some credits to Oscar Hernandez as well in this
yes. I
season.
didn't know that Javi's brother is in, the coach of defense.
Yeah, he is his assistant manager,
Yes.
and he looks after the defensive section mostly. So
Okay. Now I know who that guy is. I always wondered who is the assistant coach of Xavi.
yeah,
Xavi.
his
Yes.
his his
Yeah,
brother.
it's his
Like
elder brother, which is quite
yes,
weird. And there has been like a
Yeah,
lot of, even I think in the I'm not sure if
Madrid.
it was the documentary that was produced, and that was
hmm.
released on Amazon Prime. In that documentary, I think it's his interview where he says like it's for some people think that I am here just because I
I
am
am Chavi's
Xavi's brother.
brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
he
yeah.
says
I've
like
seen that.
I
I've seen that.
contribute a lot to the defense, and he appreciates my contribution. So
Hmm.
it's quite nice. Yeah, yeah. But and in general, like if you ask me, the one thing I have to pick in this Xavi's 18 months, or let's say last year, because in the first 6 months of Xavi, he did not have good defense. He
Hmm.
was playing with PK and
Garcia.
uh, Garcia.
Garcia.
So yeah, it's quite difficult. But this season, uh, defense has been the best part. To when you look at a club or when you look at a team, and they are just dying there, just to defending, and they will not let anything pass them. That's a good feeling, and this is the
Yeah.
first time as a
Yeah.
Barcelona fan I have seen something like this, because since Aniket, we have started watching the game. It was like it's 12, 13 years ago. The only reason and the only thing which we always avoided or always ignored was the defense, because no one cares about the defense in Barcelona. But
Yeah.
this season, Xavi, I don't know if it was intentional or it was, the defensive unit performed best, so that's the reason they are highlighted. But the defensive outlet is the best,
Yeah.
at least in last, let's say, decade. Because I think
100%.
since Puyol and Mascherano left, this is the best
Yes.
defensive outlet that we have.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. No doubt in that.
Yeah. So after the game, Barcelona were celebrating in a Ringa Ringa Roses kind of a fashion. And there was an invasion by Espanyol fans. Probably many people think that Barcelona players celebrated way too much. Uh, okay, I will give my opinions at the end. Aniket, what do you think?
I mean, man, they just won the league. What are you expecting? They should not even celebrate their win. I mean, this is, I do not want to use the word, but this is bullshit from whoever that would be, that you cannot celebrate on opponent's playground or opponent's pitch, away pitch. You cannot celebrate whatever the point he made. That is garbage, according to me. If you won the league, might be home stadium, might be away stadium, don't care about it. Just go and celebrate as Barcelona did. And I think it's not fair that let's just have some sportsman spirit here. I know uh it's actually, oh, let's be real podcast. Congratulations. Hey, thank you, man. Thanks, guys. And I hope we could win it next year as well, so that we could have some great content with you again. Yeah, you would be coming back, that's for sure.
Yeah, I
But
would be I would be happy if Real Madrid could come back in the league next season, and we can
yeah.
come back in the UCL next season. That's the I think for me it will be perfectly fine,
Yeah.
But anyway, Aniket, you go on.
Yeah, so as I was saying, that it was completely fine for me to celebrate, but the invasion, that should not happen. I think there would be some repercussions of that invasion as well. They
Yes.
can receive a fine of 18,000 to 90,000 euros,
19,000. Yes.
and closure of stadium as well for fixed period of time. It could range between one game to one
Two
season
was
as per
season.
the regulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
I think it was
that
a
could be the,
Catalan derby, so it was as
yeah.
expected in the game. But it was too much from the Espanyol fans.
Yeah, so I think they would face some repercussions as well.
Yes, definitely.
And I mean, these kinds of events should not happen in football.
Yes. It's
If
not.
the team is celebrating, let them celebrate, let them have their fun. Do not try to steal their spark, man. That was their moment,
Yes.
just to celebrate.
Yeah.
And while running towards like to tunnel, Barca players were like laughing. They
What else they
they
could
did.
do, man? Exactly, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing, I think Araujo stayed there
Yeah,
at
exactly.
the
I
end
was
of the
I was
tunnel.
Oh,
I was
Yeah,
going to
Araujo,
he was
mention
the last
that
one to
he
enter the tunnel.
Araujo and
yeah, so he ran the
Busquets.
No, so that was at the end when they were fighting with
Mm,
they were quite angry with the I
Yes,
think the
fans.
administrative staff at Espanyol. But the one thing which I saw in one of the videos is Araujo started running, and he stopped, and he made sure that every single Barcelona fan knows that there is this issue, and he was constantly sort of guiding everyone to go inside, and he
mm,
was standing
mm.
till the end, and when he knew that only 2 3 players are just coming, following him, then he entered. So
Yeah.
it is exactly how or what kind of leader that
Leader,
Barcelona
yes, leader.
And
So
yeah,
sorry to cut you off, Shubham,
yeah,
but here comes an important question for you and for you, Dwarika Prasad, as well. So we are having some rumors. We are getting some rumors that Araujo would be our captain for next season.
Yes,
What
yes.
are your thoughts on this? I want to get both of your opinions on this. We'll start
yeah.
with
Dwarka
Dwarika
Prasad,
Prasad.
yeah, you can go ahead
Yes, definitely. He deserves, man. He deserves to be the first captain of the team.
first.
What he's doing on the pitch, on and off the pitch, and how does he respects our crest, the club's crest.
Hmm.
While he's you should have seen
He never
that
steps
video.
on. Yeah.
Yes, Barca logo. Yes,
Mm,
and
mm.
if you look at his performances, his attitude, and and that's all. Shubham.
Yeah, for me, I mean, even before going that, if Araujo deserves to be one of the Barca captains, because he does, and I'm not going to say otherwise, I would really like to somehow see Roberto and Jordi Alba not being the captains of Barcelona, because that's kind of like an insult to the club, especially
Yes,
Sergi
definitely.
Roberto. Kudos to him that he transgressed from, let's say, or transpassed, or promoted from
We are
UNLE,
still
UNLB to like the first team. But it's enough. Enough is enough. I
no.
really
We are.
don't want to.
I think we are still paying remontada tax.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. So the remote other tax is be a bit too much, and it has to stop now. Jordi Alba, I think, yeah, is like one of the captains, fine, but not the first captain.
No,
Like
no,
I
actually,
would keep him as third or fourth captain, no problem. He
I think
has
he'll be leaving. Yeah. If Busquets is leaving, then I think Jordi Alba will not renew.
I don't think so, man. He has to collect 36 million at the end of next season or in the
No,
next
no.
season, so he will
Yeah.
not leave. I don't think so.
Actually, I'm not sure if Messi would be joining Barcelona. Then I think keeping Jordi Alba would make
Would
sense,
be
because
good.
the connection
Yes.
between those two players
Yes.
is
Yes.
what we
Hmm.
have seen in the past, and we could
Yep.
not deny the fact that they two on the pitch, they do have some different kind of chemistry. So I won't deny that. But seeing Jordi Alba on the pitch right now instead
Yeah,
of
first
playing
captain, no.
Alba,
No.
that's a complete no-no.
Yeah. So for
Yes.
me, the first captain, I would slightly disagree with Varka Prasad. I think for me, the first captain has to be Ter Stegen,
Yes.
because not because he is the player of the season. My favorite moment of all time about Ter Stegen is that PSG game, the remontada, where Mascherano explained about Ter Stegen said that Mascherano was the only person defending, and Ter Stegen said like, okay, go away. I am the one who will
I
look
am
after
one
this.
standing here,
Go
and you guys
everyone,
must
yeah,
take
go
care of
everyone. And
that.
Mascherano
Yeah.
Mascherano said like he thought that Ter Stegen is crazy, and this is what this is the mentality that a
Yes.
leader
A
has.
mentality
So
monster.
yeah, so I would, and this season he has been brilliant, and he has been at the club for years and years. I think 9 years. So
Yes.
he
Mm.
understands the club. He has been inside out. So I think for me, Ter Stegen has to be the first captain. But with Messi coming back, probably Messi first captain, Ter Stegen second captain, third captain could be Araujo, and I think fourth captain Jordi Alba can be there. So for me, or even if
If
ideal case
if
Jordi
Alba
Alba
is
is leaving,
staying,
yeah,
yeah,
if
yeah.
Alba is staying, if not, then I don't know, probably Frankie De Jong
Frankie De Jong,
or
yes,
yeah,
yes. De Jong
Frankie
deserves.
Frankie De Jong, or I think Pedri is way too younger, and he will
No,
get his
no,
Mm.
he's
chances.
yes, he's
No,
very young.
Pedri has to learn a lot. I think
Hmm.
uh, he being in the team, we are, how do I put this in words? We are lucky to have him in our team, that's for sure.
Of
But
course.
he's too young on the same
Yes.
time. So at the same time, so Frankie De Jong could be a nice suit for fourth captain
It
for
will be
sure.
Yeah,
burden for Petri.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't want to sort of make his creativity descend in any way. We
Yes,
should give him
definitely.
freedom. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
But Araujo being one of the captains, even that is a
yes,
great feeling, because okay, let's say that Sergi Roberto stays as a first captain, he's not gonna play. Second captain is, let's say, Jordi Alba. He's not gonna play. Third captain will be
Oh,
Araujo, and then let's say one of the captains could be Ter Stegen. So
yes,
both
yes,
both will be on the pitch. So even if one
Mm.
misses, then we will have a second good captain.
yes,
So
definitely.
practically, basic what we want is gonna happen. So it's I think it's fine anyway.
And
Yeah, that is
if
true.
Leo is coming back, then there
Yeah,
will be
then
no
there is
one to.
Yeah,
no
yeah. Then there
yeah
is no other question. If he's coming
Yes.
back, then this debate is
You
lost.
can have the armband, captain's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
armband, but
yeah
yeah,
he
yeah,
will be
for
in
sure.
charge.
yeah
He can have the
exactly
armband. He can have his number 10 back, whatever he wants.
Yes,
of
I was
course.
just scrolling through Instagram, and
Hmm.
I just saw one reel that he just makes these gestures. Just go here, and the whole
Yeah,
team goes like just follows him.
yeah, exactly.
And
But
his today's hairstyle, actually, Araujo's hairstyle,
hmm,
it was
Huh,
quite
yeah,
interesting to see his
no,
hairstyle.
actually, I think it was blaugrana colors,
yeah,
blue and
yeah,
red.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
yeah.
what I'm
I just
talking about.
noticed.
And
Yes,
he
yes,
hopes to keep that by the end of the season. So he's not going to make changes to his hairstyle
yes, yes,
until the end of the season. So that was quite nice. And I am really happy to have these rumors that Araujo would be our next captain. As Shubham said, first or second, I don't care, but I want to see him being captain
yes.
of
She deserves.
Barcelona
She deserves to be one
for
of the
sure.
captains.
And he is one of the players who is leading by example, man. Like,
Yes, definitely.
as Dwarka Prasad said, when he sees Barcelona's logo, he does not step on it. When it comes to defense, he's the one putting 100% of his efforts, even more than 100% of his efforts. So,
Yes.
for sure, I would like to see him as the captain. No
Yeah.
doubts in that.
Yes, I already said that he's not natural right back, but still he's playing very good in that position, like
Yeah.
pocketing Vinicius Junior or
Yeah.
performing like in European competitions also.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, we have been quite unlucky that whenever we had to play in Europe, especially in
yes,
Champions League, we just had to
yes,
go with PK and Eric Garcia or Marcos Alonso. Even when we have in squad Kunde, Christensen, and Araujo. So
no,
let's see.
we are shit in knockout games, and we just
Mm.
cannot match opponent's intensity because
Mm.
we need that intensity plus mentality to stay to compete in European games.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, but I think it's next season could be a great let's say test for Xavi because he has
Yes,
been at the club for like more than 18-20 months now, and
yes,
next season I hope that he can have Leo back so that he can form his diamond structure and whatever he has been
yes.
dreaming for. And let's just hope that Barcelona players or at least integral defensive players can stay fit when there is like a knockout game,
And
because
if
that
Leo is coming back, then we can keep Alba also because all
Yeah.
Xavi is using three at the back system, like 3-4-3 or
mm,
3-2-2-3, and we can use Balde plus Alba as a wing backs, or Balde as a winger and Alba as a wing back also,
mm,
overlapping wing back.
Yeah, that could be done. That he would have some
Yes.
space to play around with the
Yes.
formation as well if Leo comes back. Let's see how that goes.
We'll be
I'm
having
confident.
yes, yes, numerical
I'm
superiority will
confident
be
that he
there.
would be coming back, but
No,
uh,
for me it's 50-50 because Busquets is not, have already made his decision, and I think Alba's future is in not sure. Alba's
mm,
future is not sure, and also there might be some. There are some rumors that Neymar is also leaving PSG,
yeah,
so they might be going to either Saudi or Inter Miami.
mm, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's
And
gonna be an
even
interesting
Suarez
summer.
also there. Yes, Suarez also playing in South America in Gremio. If
Mm,
you know that club, that's the first club of Ronaldinho,
mm.
Gremio.
It's gonna be an interesting summer, and I
Yes,
hope that Xavi can have like a good preseason. I hope all the controversies finally put to bed. Especially like we had a great news, and what we are gonna cover in the next segment as well, that Barcelona will officially be participating in the UEFA Champions League without any issues. I hope that there are less injuries in the next season, especially when it comes to players like Ferran Torres, who banked all his failures on just one thing, that he did not get his good whole first season.
Pre-season.
Preseason. So
Yeah.
I just hope that all the players can get whatever they want and perform when Barcelona need them.
And he have come up with very nice and very what you say one excuse that he's not like he's facing a battling with depression.
Hmm.
Man,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just play for FC Barcelona, and you are living in your home country. You live with your girlfriend, and your girlfriend's father is Luis Enrique. What more do you want from the life?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand like mental stress has been an issue for like
Yes,
many
yes,
people,
definitely.
especially after COVID. But yeah, that's true. The thing is, they have so many resources, and okay, it's been really brave of him that he could share with everyone. But yeah, at one point, when you are asked to do a job, you are supposed to do that job. So
Yes.
I kind of, I'm inclined towards agreeing more with Vaka Prasad. But yeah, this is the reality of today, like depression and
Do
mental
you
health.
remember like Aubameyang or Adama Traore or Trincao, Colado also? They were like a very happy man. I think Ferran Torres is earning more than them.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about
Definitely.
his salary,
And he's
but
having a more game time. Like he's having more
yeah,
game
yeah,
time
yeah,
than yes, most of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I think Xavi trusts him quite a lot. I don't know why,
No,
but
actually, it's just like he just likes Spanish players, and if you have a Spanish passport, then you are in Xavi's project. I think.
hmm,
that
yeah.
has been Barcelona's policy. If you live in that Catalonia area, then
No,
definitely you would be in Barcelona. That has been.
I completely agree with that. But I think we should look at our sporting area also.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is completely some kind of,
yes,
I don't know what we actually we had
if
said this word. It was like a black magic what these players do on their managers to get in the team. So we just
yes,
call it black magic, nothing else.
Yeah.
like Pogba did in Manchester United.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The same thing.
I think I read somewhere that he just buried some animal in the middle of the Old Trafford.
Oof. Wow.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Pogba is back in Juventus.
In
Like
Juventus, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
But
yes,
he is,
he played against Sevilla.
yeah. But I think unfortunately he is not available in the next game. I don't know. Maybe he got like a second yellow, or like
I think yes, yes,
accumulation of
yes.
yellows. But he played in the last game as well, in their 2-0 win against, I don't know, I don't remember the club.
So,
Yeah.
what do you think about the departures, Shubham?
Departures in
Yes,
Barcelona.
yes,
So I would like to categorize the departure thing in two. One is what I want, and what could happen, at Barcelona.
yes, yes, please.
So let's say I'll start with what could happen. The problem that we have been looking, in the media, and I think you even might have seen this, is Barcelona want to sell a lot of players, but no one wants to leave Barcelona. So
Yes,
especially
exactly,
when it
exactly.
comes to Ansu Fati, like, for
Yes,
example, Ansu Fati, I really don't want him to go, because I
yes,
still
same.
believe that he has that
Yes,
gold
definitely.
texture. So
Same here.
for him, I think a loan could be a good opportunity. Maybe, I
Yes,
don't
6 months
know,
loan. Six
yeah,
months
6
loan.
months loan or
Half
something.
season.
Yeah, he could go on a loan, let's say to Sevilla, because he has Sevilla roots. So go
Yes.
back to Sevilla, play there, just have some good time, and then come back, and then have his post Messi feeling, because Messi is here just for 2 seasons, or like, even if he
Yes.
comes, it's not gonna
Yes.
be long. So he can have his reign, a long reign, because he's just
Yes.
20. Apart from that, I want Ferran Torres to be gone. I hope that I don't think that it can be a direct sale. So what I feel is it could be a loan plus like a
Buy
mandatory
option.
buy option
Yes.
or mandatory clause, whatever. So
Yes.
he can perform because I'm sure that he's a good player, but I'm certain that he will never
No,
be
he's
successful
not.
at Barca.
He's yes. He's not made up. He's not
For
made for
Barcelona,
Barca.
yeah, he's
Yes.
like Griezmann. I mean, yeah,
Yes.
Griezmann is much better, and
Yes.
it's
He's a
an
good
insult
player.
even to compare. Yeah, but like some
Yes.
players, they are not cut for Barcelona.
Yes.
So I
Definitely.
feel if he goes to like teams like Atletico de Madrid or
Atletico
Sevilla,
de Madrid,
Valencia,
Sevilla.
he will be a good player, Ferran
Yes.
Torres. And
Yes.
Rafinha, I feel that he's a great player. Uh, so it's a difficult choice because
Yes.
I'm a bit doubtful about Rafinha. One thing, so if I have to select Rafinha or Dembele, I will go for Dembele, of course, because Dembele has more skill. But one thing I really like about Rafinha, and I have mentioned it in one of the previous podcasts as well, is uh, let's say if he is playing for 90 minutes, he will play
Yes.
good for 10 minutes. And
Yes.
the good thing about him is
Mhm.
those 10 minutes could be even at the end of the game. So he
Yes.
keeps trying, he keeps trying, he keeps trying. He will not, even if he lost the position 15 times in that,
Yes.
if that left back, he will still try to go and try to take on him,
Yes.
which
He
is a good
actually.
quality.
Yes. He actually helps in defense also. He
Yeah,
just falls back
yeah,
whenever
he
needed.
comes, yeah, he trails back, so which is the great quality. But one thing which I really like about him, that he doesn't give up. He will try his
Yes.
best till the last second he's on the pitch, which I really like. Dembele, I feel it's not the case. If he's having a good game, he's having an amazing game. If he's having a bad game, he's terrible. There is nothing in between for
Yes.
Dembele.
Definitely.
So I don't know, like it's still I'll leave that choice to Xavi. uh, and I
But if
think
Leo is coming back, then one of them will be gone.
yeah, I think if Leo comes back, Rafinha has to pave the way because
Yes, definitely.
we cannot afford 80 million euro bench warming player, so it's not possible.
Yes, definitely.
For me, then I would say Eric Garcia will have to leave
Yes, he's
because
definitely.
there
No,
is,
actually, he's already leaving.
yeah,
Club has told him uh, uh, that he's not counted.
yeah. So for me, he has to leave. I would let's say if Ansu Fati goes on a loan, I would like
Yes,
to keep Abde
yes,
because I think he deserves
Mm.
at least one season. In last 10 years, he could be the only one loanee that comes back to Barcelona. Because other than
yes.
that, whichever player left for loan never came back.
No,
So for
never came
me,
back.
I would like to give
No,
him
no.
that
One
credit.
player
So
came back, Shubham. What are you talking about?
Coutinho?
Coutinho came back. Yeah, of course.
yeah,
He
Coutinho came
played
No,
well.
back
no,
because
back.
no one
No.
bought him. So
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah, I mean
Coutinho
Whatever
came
according,
back,
might
but
be the reason.
yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes. But
okay.
he
I mean,
immediately left.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
At
okay,
the end, he
according
still left, right?
in
At the
that,
end, he still left, and no one wanted him at Barcelona either.
Yes,
yeah, I think
definitely.
in that with that logic, even Alenia came back, didn't
Ah,
perform.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Then Denis Suarez came back, didn't
didn't
perform.
perform. Yeah, didn't perform.
So yeah, but those that coming back makes no sense because
Mm.
they didn't come back because they had good stints, good loan stints. They came back because no one wanted to buy them. With Abde, it's finally like that player deserves to come back. So
Yeah.
that's a separate feeling. So I think I would give that chance to Abde. And apart from that, for me, I would say Roberto must leave, but I am sure no one will buy him. So there is no way he will leave. Marcos Alonso, I think could be a good departure, but I don't think that Xavi is ready to give him up. So yeah,
No,
that's
Mm.
actually, if there are rumors that we have signed Inigo Martinez, then
hmm.
already Eric Garcia and Alonso, they both are out.
Yeah, but they are saying like they will try to keep Marcos Alonso as a backup to Balde, and they will try to make Jordi Alba leave. So in this case, still I'm not happy because for me, if Alba reduces his salary, he is a better left back than
Yes,
Marcos Alonso.
definitely, definitely,
So
definitely.
I don't understand why Marcos
Man,
Alonso
just
is
we
being
just
rated so
can't
much.
compare Alonso and Alba. Alba is far better than Alonso.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what is your
Exactly.
guy? What you guys' opinion? What you guys think about Nico Gonzalez?
Man, actually, I think he's a perfect replacement of Busquets, but not a mature player like Busquets. But
Hmm.
he can fill his place. We can use him as a pivot, but in a two pivot system, double pivot system only,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
he's still young and he needs to learn some things. And what I wanted is that we can renew Busquets for at least half season, 6 months, and use Busquets as a mentor for the midfielders like Frankie De Jong, Pedri, and Nico Gonzalez. But as we know that Xavi is not do not trust on youngsters. So I think Nico Gonzalez will also live on loan or he will be sold. And Abde, there is uncertainty about the Abde also. Abde and unsold also because there have been rumors of the Carrasco, Yannick Carrasco.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that Abde comes back and not Carrasco, because I really don't want club to spend like 19 million euros on Carrasco. It's just a terrible deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna
True.
be a terrible
True.
deal. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be an interesting summer. And with with this, Aniket, let's move to the next segment, which is TAB penalty shootout. So I will start with, so just to let you know, Varka Prasad, this is a segment that we do where we discuss all the transfer rumors and administrative stuff which happens at Barcelona. So we will just go along, and whenever you have to comment something, you can just stop us, and we can have a discussion. So the first rumor is something happened just after the game, today's game when Barcelona won the league. President Laporta was talking to Gigantes, and he was asked about if Messi will come back, and he replied, "We will do everything we can to bring Messi back."
Yes, I think he's lying because he has lied so many times about Messi because he used Messi as a tool to get elected as a president of Barcelona,
Hmm.
and we cannot trust him because he's a part-time politician also. He's politician and he's a lawyer, and lawyers and politicians are never to be trusted. And
Worthy of being trusted, because when he joined as the president, his statement was, "I'm not going to let Messi leave the club," and Messi still
yes,
left,
yes,
right?
and he just like he promised to that Messi jersey that I will make you an offer you cannot refuse, and after that
Mm.
Messi is left. So that's the issue. We cannot trust politicians, and what he's trying to do is, I think, and there is one question, Shubham and Ankit, for both of you. Actually, UEFA is trying to change their structure, and there is European Super League also. Like,
Mm.
uh, so I what if Laporta is just trying Xavi, or Xavi is also taking very less salary, like 3 million or 3.5 million something,
Mm.
and he's just using Xavi as a rebuilding part of the club. And after that, European Super League comes into action. Then Xavi will be fired, and one of the best coaches will be hired as a manager.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yes,
I cannot
and
mention.
yes, and if this is the plan, then Liu is not coming back.
Mm.
And yes, and if Super League is coming after 2025 or 26, then Liu can come back.
Yeah, I think
But
Leo will come back, and his arrival will not interfere with whatever is going to happen with
yes,
Super League, because they have not even laid out the first draft of Super League. Like the
yes, yes,
previous draft, it was rejected, and they have been working, and then
yes,
there was a big problem in the relationship between
yes,
Real Madrid and Barcelona. So
yes.
so I think it will start. It will take some time. Uh,
Yeah,
all the clubs like.
there will be a legal war between UEFA and Super League
Yeah,
inventors.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. That is going to happen.
yes, I
That
was
is
just
going to
telling to
happen
my
if they go ahead with this project.
yes, I was just telling to my viewers on the YouTube while streaming that you guys thought that only Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi uh, run the football, world football, but it was like not like that. Papa Perez and Laporta. These both guys, yes, these both guys run world football, and they will do whatever they want. Even FIFA or UEFA cannot stop them. Yes, that's my point. And if they
Hmm.
are, yes, and if they want to do it, they'll do it at any cost.
Yeah,
That is why, yes,
that's
that
a
is
sad
why,
reality
yes, that is
of
why
football.
Alexander Keferin, the UEFA president, and I don't know, most of the guys are against Barcelona and using this financial situation to suppress the Barça. And there
Mm.
are only three clubs as of now interested in Super League: Barça, Madrid, and Juventus.
Hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. So we'll move on to the next one.
Yes.
The next one is coming is Alemany won't go for Ansu or Farhan at his new club Aston Villa. This is his promise made to Laporta. He would not touch Barcelona squad. So that's what I was talking. Like when Ferran Torres was linked to Aston Villa, I'm not
No, yes.
sure if that would be happening
No, no. I just
because
want. I will beg him for to take Ferran.
Ferran, Marcos Alonso, Sergio Roberto, maybe a 6 months loan for Ansu Fati,
Yes.
yeah,
maybe 150 million euros for Rafinha, and he can take these
No,
players.
no. Zavi knows that if he's keeping these oldies in the club, then he will not win any trophies, like
mm,
or he will not succeed in European competitions, because I have already told you that we have to match opponents' intensity or their energy, and also he will have to be technically advanced and in the in-game changes also.
yeah, we need the physicality basically, which
Yes, mostly.
the oldies lack. Yeah,
Yes. As yes, when Casey comes on the pitch, then you can see the change in intensity or change in the the flow of the game, like momentum.
mm,
The physical yes, the physical presence Casey provides. Like if you have Gavi and Casey in our attacking midfield, then there will be definitely a goal in 10 or 15 minutes.
And
yep.
that's true. And Barcelona genuinely need to bring upon that intensity. So moving forward with the next TFB penalty shootout news is Barcelona will obtain an income of 12 million for the US preseason tour that could rise to 14 million depending on merchandising.
Yep.
Actually, I didn't heard or read about this.
Aniket, you can go on with the next one.
The next one is Amrabat's price this summer is around 20-25 million euros, as we discussed in the previous pod as well. His club promised that the Moroccan they could have the player, but they need to pay the full price for him this summer. So I'm not sure if he's going to come or not because 20-25 million for Amrabat would be a little bit more. And let's see how it proceeds.
But yes, but Amrabat is the cheapest CDM currently available in the market, I think.
Yeah.
So
I think going for him for 20-25 million is a good deal because I really
Yes,
like the player. He's a
yes.
great player.
Physically, he's great, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to mention one player here, Aniket, that I just don't know about Brozovic contract situation.
Yeah, he
mm,
no he just I think
Renewed?
renewed last season. So I heard that he could be available for 40 million euros, but it was a report from Sport, so I don't believe that too much.
I think Brozovic is the perfect replacement of Busquets. Like he's the Brozovic is very good in defense, in attack, like ball recoveries
Hmm.
and tackles also. Yes, and while building up the game, whenever he's like his forward runs are very impressive.
Hmm.
I
mm.
like his game. Yes.
For
No, my
me,
problem with this. Sorry, Shubham, to cut you off. My problem with this signing is what will happen to Nico or even Frankie De Jong if he
I think
joins the
No,
Nico
club.
is not
actually,
coming back.
yes. No,
I
no.
genuinely don't think Nico is coming back, to be
I
honest.
think Nico will come back and he will have
I don't
pre-season
know.
at least. But what I
I
think
don't know.
Yeah,
about Nico
preseason,
is
but
Yes.
Preseason, just
Uh,
preseason. I don't see him playing for Barcelona
Man,
next
just
season.
Xavi is not using Pablo Torre. He's just getting he's rotten on the bench all the season. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
how will he
No,
use
like for me, Amrabat is a great CDM, and for me, I think I would slightly disagree. For me, Brozovic, or I don't want to say that Brozovic is the perfect replacement for Busquets, because I
Mhm.
feel Xavi was not using Busquets the way Busquets is supposed to play.
Yes,
And Busquets has not been used by any manager since Tito Villanova, or let's say Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
So,
Yes,
the question is, do we really need Busquets? Because we no longer play that beautiful game of football. We need to, if we don't play that beautiful game of football, the only way we could go is the you know the the intensity game, and for that
yes,
we need Amrabat, and
yes,
he is a
definitely.
great player to get on the bandwagon of intensity.
And we had Polinov, we had
Yeah,
Arturo Vidal, and we had Rakitic also.
Rakitic. Yeah,
Yeah.
After Rakitic left Barca, after that we have not been that successful in any competition.
yeah, and Kessie
Like
is one of those players, as you mentioned, the
yes,
box
yes,
to box players.
definitely,
So
definitely,
for me,
definitely.
I would really like to have like a midfield of, let's say a diamond midfield of Gavi, Pedri, Frankie De Jong, and Amrabat, or could
Amrabat,
be
yes,
Amrabat, De Jong, Pedri, and Messi. If the game is not too physical, so these
yes,
players
definitely,
could actually help Barcelona to win those games when it actually becomes physical, especially in Champions League
we
when you need
yes,
that intensity.
definitely,
You cannot play
yes.
just beautiful game like
No, no, no,
you
no. You will
used to play against
be
Ibar and
yes,
Betis. It's not going to happen.
yes, definitely, definitely.
We just need to
Because
grow up.
we
That 2011
It-
Barca
that,
squad
that one
is
is
gone.
gone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
no,
gone.
no,
that
no, no.
squad is
Yes,
gone. That
it's
team is
gone. It's
gone.
gone. It's
Even
gone.
that
Even the
team
Pep
name
is
is
not
gone.
using. Even the Pep is not using the same systems and the same tactics or same gameplay in
Yeah,
Premier
no,
League
it's
also.
not, because
Yes,
Yeah.
German teams have been successfully breaking that
yes,
possession based game. And okay, even
yes,
for example, for Pep, he's not using the same system, surely, but he still uses Rodri in that position. And
Hmm.
yes,
Rodri is a,
definitely.
for me, Rodri. If Barcelona can play that beautiful game,
Yes,
Rodri is the
just
best suited replacement for Sergio Busquets.
he,
But I don't think we can play that beautiful game. For me,
yeah, just
I don't genuinely
yes,
need Sergio Busquets. I mean, that this is the reason I had like some debate with some people on Twitter. Is like,
definitely,
we don't
definitely.
need Busquets. I mean, I respect the guy, but there is no point in shedding tears for him. He's gone. He has been gone for
Like
like
and
last 5 years.
what we are missing is that that warrior mentality in our midfield. Like we had Arturo Vidal
Hmm.
in our midfield, if you
Yeah,
remember.
indeed. So Xavi's big dilemma: Zubimendi or Foyt. The
Point.
coach knows that the club can only make one big investment this summer. The cost of the operation is very similar in both the cases, about 60 million
Yeah.
euros.
Yes.
For me, I would go with none, to be honest. I would save that money, and I would invest in Amrabat, and I would play Araujo or Kunde as right back. I don't want to buy 60. I don't think we have let's say the entitlement of paying 60 million euros for a right back. We are not yet there.
Yeah, that is true. That is completely true. Um, I don't know if we are going to get those players. They seem to be quite expensive. Um,
Yeah.
but let's see how it proceeds. I would be happy to get one of the left backs, though. No kidding.
No, what I think about it is we can get Foyt and we can bet on Nico Gonzalez and we can use Frankie de Jong and Nico Gonzalez. We can use them in the four midfielder system and we will have Gavi, Pedri.
Mm.
If Leo is coming, then Kese will be leaving. one of the interiors, right winger, who will be who will be acting as an interior, like Bernardo Silva, Lionel Messi, whoever comes back or who will be coming.
Yeah. So, Aniket, you can go on with the next one.
Yeah, so the next one is coming that in the first meeting between Xavi and Deco, they agreed that the team has been growing, but that a boost is needed to make the team more competitive. So both the player and the sporting director agreed to make the team competent for the next season. It is also rumored that the next meeting between the two would be happening in the month of June. So I think in this summer window we would be expecting uh, uh, some players coming in and most of the players going out. So that would be an amazing transfer window for Barcelona.
Yes, definitely.
That is for sure.
So Deco is appointed as a sporting director. Is it done?
Yeah, it's
It-
unofficially
yeah.
done, but I think they wouldn't just simply do it like until the season is over.
Hmm.
Like I don't think that Deco will be very good as a sporting director because he's like more of a scout or agent,
Hmm.
and yes, and he will not be that so good like Matthew Alemany has been. But what I think about next season, if the Deco is our sporting director and Matthew Alemany leaving, and when we can only make one big signing like either Foyth or Zubimendi, and if the Xavi goes with Zubimendi, then I don't think we'll be doing good in next European UCL
Hmm. Yeah,
this
it
coming
I
has
have
to
season.
no
be.
idea what is going to happen. It would be so many surprises this transfer window.
Yeah,
So let's just wait and
yeah,
watch.
Yes.
yeah. The next one is negotiations to extend Dembele's contract are underway since a couple of weeks, and there is optimism. The idea of the still director of football, Matthew Alemani, is to have it tied before 30th June. It would be a great signing. I mean, it would be a great extension. I think
And
he deserves it, and I hope that he doesn't get injured
yes, and they
this
are. I
season.
think they are extending the contract until 2028.
Yeah, he is gonna get like a long contract, which is also a
I
bit
think
risky, but
no, no.
yeah.
Actually, it's not risky. I think Laporta will sell him next season only.
So
Definitely,
I
he'll be
just don't
sold.
want him to be doing all that drama what he did this I think last summer,
No, no. It
last
was his
winter.
agent, Yusuf Moko. I don't know his
Yeah,
name, but it was
yeah.
his
Yeah,
agent.
yeah, I think it
So
was what was the name I forgot to. Hmm.
that's the thing. So the next one coming is Atletico Madrid don't want any player in return for Carrasco and aren't
They
interested in
want
Ferran
only
Torres.
cash.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yes, yes. They want
and
only
if
cash.
Barcelona wants him, Barcelona would have to pay 19 million. So
One
Yeah,
nine, 19 million.
yeah,
one night.
19
No,
million for
no, no, no.
Carrasco.
No, I
So
don't think Barca will go for it.
yeah,
I hope Barca doesn't go for it because you never know.
And if we have Ansu Fati and Abde, and just let them let Xavi decide who just he wants to start in every game. If
yeah.
if Ansu is performing well, then you can use him, and if Ansu is not doing good, then let them compete for their place in the
Yeah,
team.
Hmm.
yeah. And there is a possibility that Rafinha doesn't get sold. So in that case, Dembele can still play on the left hand side.
Yes,
So
definitely.
in that case, we don't need Carrasco at all. We will have
Yeah.
Dembele. We will have Abde. We will have Gavi can still play. We will have Ansu. So I think that's more than enough.
No, no. Either if Rafina is not sold, then I think Abde will be sold to any English club.
Yeah, that's true. They have to.
Yes,
That's
Abde will
true.
be sold.
They will
Abde will be
have to
sold.
do it. Hmm.
Yes, and that's the project of the Zawi.
So the next one is Messi and Zubimendi as Xavi's priority signings. He expects
Yes.
quality from Leo and Leo from Martin to fill the gap left by Busquets in a key position. But I think it's gonna be a slightly. I don't know. Like Zubimendi, I genuinely don't believe that Barca will go or should go for him. To be honest.
No, no, actually, what I think about Zubimendi is 60 million is too much, man. 60 million is we can
Hmm.
at least we can buy two players with that money.
Hmm. Yeah.
Amrabat and any other cheap right RB right back, or we can sign Arnaud Martinez from Girona.
Yeah.
Yes, and or we can sign Brozovic plus any 20 million right back.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. And
One
Aniket.
more happy news coming from Camp Nou. There would be a bus parade starting from Camp Nou at 6 p.m. For the celebration of La Liga, and reportedly
Yes,
PK is also invited to this parade.
yes,
So,
he's invited. And the
it
Espanyol
would be
Stadium is only 7 minutes away from Camp Nou. I just read somewhere that.
Okay.
yeah,
So it's
that
gonna
would
be an interesting time for Espanyol fans to
yeah,
Yes,
witness
yes.
the league win of Barcelona when they are being relegated to
Yes,
the second
there is
division.
same rivalry between same citizens. Like Espanyol are like they support the whole Spain as a national, as a one nation, and while Barcelona and or Catalan supporters consider themselves as separate Catalonia country.
Yeah.
mm,
Mm,
That is why it got heated, I think.
mm.
But
Indeed. Yeah, but yeah, I think it has been a great season for us. Barcelona finally winning the 27th or 28th, depending upon if we will get that unclaimed league victory.
yes,
Hopefully soon, and just I think seven to to conquer to supersede Madrid, because Madrid I think have won 35 if I'm not wrong.
yes,
So
35,
yeah.
and I think this is our 27th.
Yeah, this is 27th,
So
and I think
27.
they have like a claim for an unclaimed league, which was won in 1940s or 1950s due to war.
Yes, yes,
So I hope that they can get that one as well, so that it's one less difference with Madrid. But anyway, kudos to Xavi and his team, his
yes,
squad,
definitely.
and the practicality that he brought upon. Sometimes we need to
Yes,
look at the
mm,
practicality,
yes,
because
yes,
with Valverde we were winning all the leagues, and we thought like, no, 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 we are much better than this. We need Champions League. We sacked him, and then since then, even winning league has been become a luxurious thing. So
yeah,
sometimes
yes,
we need to look at practicality. Sometimes we need
yes,
to understand what we can do, and what are the maximum, let's say, properties that we can imbibe. And I think Xavi has been critical and crucial to imbibe all those bare minimums to to reach to this level. So great, and kudos to him. But I think next season could be his last if he doesn't perform well in Europe.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think, having said that, it's a good time to stop the stream, because it's two in the 2 a.m. for me. I think it's 5:30 in India as
yes.
well for
5:30
Dwaka
in
Prasad.
India.
So I can hear all the birds chirping, the morning
Yes,
birds.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Dwaka Prasad, and to all the listeners. I
Thank
mean,
you.
we of course did not have a lot of live viewers, because this was our first live. But
Okay.
I'm sure that people will watch the video tomorrow when it will be on YouTube. And I, of course, many Indian fans, as you mentioned in the beginning, must have been asleep. To all the listeners who will listen to us, Dwarka Prasad has a YouTube channel, and also has Marathi Q's Instagram account, and he is really active on Instagram. He makes good memes. He posts all the news. So please do watch his content, watch his space, follow him on Instagram. And Dwarka Prasad, if you want to share the name of your YouTube channel, and if you have like specific live streams or video upcomings, you can mention it here.
Yes, actually, the name is same on the YouTube also, Marathi Cooler, and I'll be doing live stream of the upcoming UCL second leg of Manchester City versus Madrid.
Great.
Perfect,
Yes,
perfect. That would be an interesting match to watch.
yes, definitely.
Indeed. So thank you so much, Swaka Prasad, for
Thank
for
you so
being
much,
with us.
Shubham and Aniket. Thank you so much.
Aniket, it has been pleasure with you to discuss with you, and campeones. Uh, and to all the listeners, we will upload this on audio medium on Spotify, and Google Podcast, and so on and so forth. So please do watch our content, comment on this, and now on we will just be doing lives. So if you are there, we will of course post the stories on Instagram. So if you're there, please join us. Abuse us, scream in the comment section, ask us the questions, and we'll be here.
Perfect. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask us uh, in between the live stream as well. We would be happy to answer all your questions. Last but not the least, Forza Barça, guys.
Yeah, Forza Barça.